Want roleplays without the ads? Right now on Patreon for just $3 a month, you'll get early access to my roleplays. Or for $5 a month, you'll get all of that plus an exclusive Girlfriend Roleplay Series episode each week. If you'd rather stay close to home, check out my YouTube memberships, where for only $3 a month, you'll get early access to my roleplays, as well as an adorable badge next to your name and custom emojis to use whenever you comment. And don't forget to head over to Teespring to get your Vixie Voice merch today. Links are in the description. The following roleplay is rated T, appropriate for ages 13 and older. Good evening, Detective. I'm so glad that you're still in your office. I know you're probably busy, but I don't know where else to go, and my uncle recommended you by name. May I come in? Thank you, Detective. It means the world to me. It's late, and I don't want to keep you much longer, so I'll cut to the chase. My father's gone missing, and my uncle called me in a panic to talk to you. And you specifically. I was out with my father for dinner last night. When we said goodnight, he told me he was going to go play cards with his friends, but he never came home. I called his friends, but their wives told me that their husbands are missing as well. They never came home that night. It seems a little too strange that all of a sudden a group of powerful men go missing, especially in the middle of election season. I see my reputation perceives me. Yes, I am the daughter of the mayor. I would go to the police, but I can't trust them not to leak this information to the press and make the situation worse. I'm looking for results. And my uncle is incredibly sure that you can find out what happened to my father. Yes, my uncle is the owner of the local cigar lounge that his father developed. Everyone knows it's a hot spot for the rich and powerful, and of course, everyone in there has enemies. You can see why I've come directly to you. This photo was taken as we were leaving his campaign fundraiser dinner last week. Just before we left, I saw him arguing with his campaign manager. I never really liked him. He always lingered a little too long for my comfort, you know what I mean? But he gets results. But it felt like he always had some ulterior motive to getting my father elected. That night, I overheard him tell my father that he'd regret his decision. I don't know what decision he was talking about, but it seemed to upset him enough to threaten him. Now he's missing. Call me a detective as well, because something doesn't add up. My relationship with my uncle? I haven't spoken to him since my father was elected. He never really showed up to holiday gatherings. At least, not when I was a kid. But when my father got elected, all of a sudden, he was almost impossible to get rid of. I never heard him asking for any money. Maybe he was just excited about the business my father could bring to the lounge. Either way, he never really talked to me much. And to hear him calling me so frantically, it seemed so strange. He works down at the lounge pretty much all the time. And my father's campaign manager works down at the corner of 4th and 27th. Yes, it's definitely getting late. Would you mind giving a girl a ride? Thank you for obliging me. My father may get protection, but it doesn't extend to people trying to sneak around protocol. Oh, thank you. Ugh, did the paper really print that story? Ugh, my father's competition is really grasping at straws when it comes to winning this election. It's true, my father recently rejected an environmental bill that would have cost the taxpayers billions of dollars. And, of course, people are upset about it. It's kind of a damned if he did, damned if he didn't situation, you know? People are going to be real upset to see that they would be paying close to triple the taxes that they pay now in comparison to not having this bill go through. mean, of course people are going to be mad, right? You can't please everybody. Not in this job. My relationship with my father. So the reputation really does perceive me, huh? It's true. My father never spoke to me when my mother gained custody in the divorce. All of a sudden, he calls me to tell me that he wants to apologize. Yes, it was right before the election, and I'm sure he wanted to make sure that he could say that we still had a good relationship. But he's still my father, and I want to make sure he's okay. You know? This is my place. Thank you so much for your kindness, Detective. Please, let me know if there's anything I can do to help, or if you need anything at all. Have a good night, Detective. Please, be careful. Oh, hello, Detective. Please, come on in. Have a seat. I really hope that you have good news for me. You were able to put together a timeline for when my father and his friends went missing? I'm really happy to hear. Wow, you really do work quickly. Do you have a person of interest yet? Several people have motives, but the means are questionable. So there's no leads to finding my father. Please, you know how crucial it is to act quickly in these times. There has to be something. You interviewed the campaign manager and he seemed calm about the news? Well, that has to be something, right? Calm about the news that his candidate is missing? My uncle called me in a panic and we barely even have a relationship. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. There's no need to panic. Yet. It's a ransom note. They want me to meet them at the pier at midnight tomorrow with $5 million. What am I supposed to do? This town doesn't have that kind of money. You're right. You're right. Oh, you're right. We can't let them get to us. Thank you. Thank you for that. You have an idea? Okay. I trust you. How can I help you, Detective? This is a bad idea. What am I supposed to even say to these people? Just get my father back and everything will be okay? Make it sound so easy. Okay. I trust you. Here I go. Good evening, gentlemen. Yes, I have your money. Of course I brought them. A lady needs an escort to a place like this. Where's my father? Dad! Just take the money, please. Don't hurt my father, please. You called for backup? Give it up. They got you surrounded. Always wanted to say that. Did you really think I wouldn't show up without a plan? Of course we had this plan all along, and I totally knew about it. Thank you for everything, Detective. You've been so amazing. I'll be sure to send the check to your office. Oh, uh, well, I definitely could stop by your office and deliver the check to you myself. Thank you again for everything. I'll see you soon. Get home safe. Good night, Detective.